So, you're dreaming of those postcard-perfect Thai islands, right? White sand, turquoise water, but before you can get that perfect photo, you gotta get there. So let's cut through all the confusion and create a crystal clear, no-stress guide for getting from the mainland to the amazing islands of Koh Samui and Koh Phangan.
It's one of the best trips you'll ever take, for sure. But let's be honest, figuring out the ferry system can feel, well, a little overwhelming at first. You see all these different piers, different boats, combo tickets. It looks complicated, but I promise you, it's actually incredibly simple. In fact, we can take that whole complicated-looking mess and boil it all down to just one single, straightforward question. Get this one right, and the rest of your journey just falls into place. And this is it. This is the big one. Are you bringing a car or a motorbike with you? Seriously, that's it. Your answer to this one question decides everything else, where you start from, what kind of boat you'll be on, and even how you should book your ticket.
And here's how it breaks down. If you've got your own wheels, you're going to a place called Donsak Pier. No questions asked. But if you're traveling light, with a backpack, or you're flying in, your adventure starts right in Surat Thani Town. It's two completely different starting points for two different types of travelers.
All right, so let's tackle that first path. You've got a car, maybe you're on an epic road trip across Thailand. Your destination is Donsak Pier. Simple. This is the only game in town for vehicle ferries to the islands.
And the process, it's so much easier than you'd think. You literally just drive right up to the pier, have your ticket ready, and then you get in line with the other cars. The staff there are total pros. They'll guide you exactly where to go. It's a really smooth operation.
Okay, now listen up, because this is probably the most important tip for anyone who's driving. You have got to book in advance, seriously. While there's almost always room for more people on these ferries, the space for cars and bikes is super limited. If you just roll up hoping for the best, especially on a weekend, you could be waiting for hours. So do yourself a huge favor, book that vehicle spot online before you even leave. Now from Donsak, you've got two main players, Seatran and Raja Ferry. Seatran is generally known for being a bit quicker and more organized. People say the boats are really clean with great views. Raja Ferry, on the other hand, is usually your cheaper option, but the trip might take a little bit longer. So it really just comes down to what you care about more, saving time or saving a few baht. And speaking of time, how long are you on the water? Well, you should plan for about 2.5 hours to get from Donsak all the way to Koh Phangan. If your stop is Koh Samui, it'll be a little shorter since it's the first island on the route.
So, let's do a quick checklist for the drivers. Number 1, book online. Number 2, get there a bit early, maybe 30 to 60 minutes before departure. And number 3, here's a quirky little rule. Only the driver is allowed to actually drive the car onto the ferry. Any passengers you have will have to get out and walk on with the other foot passengers. It's just a safety thing, but it's good to know.
Okay, drivers, you're all set. Now let's switch gears and talk about everybody else. If you don't have a vehicle, your journey starts somewhere much more convenient, right in Surat Thani Town. And this whole route is built around making your life easy, all thanks to something called a combo ticket.
The combo ticket is your absolute best friend. It is literally one ticket for the whole shebang. You pay one price and it covers the bus or minivan ride from the city all the way to the pier, which takes about 90 minutes, and it also includes your ferry ticket over to the island. No booking separate buses, no haggling with taxis. It's the definition of stress-free travel.
So, who is this for? Well, pretty much anyone arriving without their own ride. If you're flying into the airport or pulling into the train station, there are ticket counters right there waiting for you. For backpackers and solo travelers, this is, without a doubt, the way to go.
And you get all that convenience for a really great price. You're typically looking at somewhere between 600 and 900 Thai baht to get you all the way from the city to the island. It's a fantastic deal.
So whether you started way out at Donsak Pier or right in town, everyone ends up on the water eventually. And here, you've got two main types of boats you'll be on, either a big, slow and steady car ferry or a fast, sleek catamaran.
Let's break down the difference. The car ferry is like a gentle giant. It's slow, it's super stable even if the water gets a little choppy, and of course, it's the only one that can carry cars. The high-speed catamaran, on the other hand, is like the sports car of the sea. It's way faster, you get air conditioning, comfy seats. The only real downside is that if the weather's bad, it can be a bouncy ride.
But hey, this isn't just a commute, right? The trip itself is part of the adventure. A lot of these boats have little cafes where you can grab a snack, and if you time your trip for the late afternoon, the sunsets out on the Gulf of Thailand are just spectacular. Oh, and keep your eyes on the water. You might just get lucky and spot some of the famous pink dolphins. How cool would that be?
All right, we've gone over a ton of info, so let's just put it all together in a final, super simple recap. This is your cheat sheet, so you know exactly what your plan is. First up, if you are driving a car or a motorbike from anywhere, Phuket, Krabi, doesn't matter. Your path is set. You drive straight to Donsak Pier. That's your only stop. Pick your car ferry and you're good to go.
Next, you're flying in and landing at Surat Thani Airport. Don't even think about leaving the terminal. Just walk straight to one of the ferry counters inside, buy a combo ticket from an operator like Lomprayah, and they will sort you out from there. It could not be easier.
And finally, if you're coming in on the train or just backpacking your way through Thailand, the answer is, you guessed it, the combo ticket from Surat Thani Town. It's built for you. It takes all the hassle and guesswork out of the journey.
So there you have it. Getting to the islands isn't that complicated after all, is it? Once you know that one key question, the whole plan just clicks into place. The logistics are officially sorted. So the only question left is, once you get there, what amazing adventure are you going to have first?